Okay, guys, I'm going to talk about something that's a little uncomfortable to talk about, and it's special monthly compensation. Specifically, special monthly compensation related to loss of use of a creative organ, which is the VA's way of saying something like erectile dysfunction. Erectile dysfunction, or for our female veterans who have unfortunately endured breast cancer, it might be a mastectomy or some sort of other device that makes it more challenging to procreate. So let's talk about this for a second. Now, the VA really does have a strange way of phrasing this: loss of use of a creative organ. I might think of a creative organ if I'm a painter to be like my hands, because I'm painting with my hands or playing the piano. But really, in the VA's parlance, loss of a creative organ most usually talks about things like the special monthly compensation that you would receive for, if you're a guy, erectile dysfunction, perhaps testicular cancer where they have to remove a testicle, or a mastectomy, or a hysterectomy for a woman. These are considered loss of use of creative organs, and they're going to be rated at 0%. I will often get claims and appeals from veterans who want to appeal their 0% rating on erectile dysfunction because it has caused lots of problems in their life. It had an impact on their relationship with their spouse. They might not be able to have kids. Very significant very significant considerations for sure, but the VA only rated 0%. That doesn't seem fair. Well, for erectile dysfunction, 0% is about the highest you're going to get, because the VA actually compensates that with what's called special monthly compensation on top of whatever other disability rating you're getting. Special monthly compensation are that numbers that come above 100% when it needs to be compensated outside of the normal schedule. So if you're a veteran who is suffering from erectile dysfunction and you're at 100% rating, you're actually going to get the 100% rating plus what's called special monthly compensation K, which is a couple $100 more than the normal 100% rating. You've been service connected for it. It's going to be a 0% rating. That's not something to worry about, because again, you are being compensated under special monthly compensation K. You can find that usually on the rating decision or on the code sheet itself. Again, there are certain times where there might be additional secondary effects of this that you might also want to claim for. If you have depression due to a cancer diagnosis, testicular cancer or prostate cancer, and that causes erectile dysfunction, you might want to claim depression or anxiety as a secondary condition. I speak to a lot of recovering cancer patients who wonder why they're at a 0 or 10 or 20 or 30% rating. And I tell them, well, you can also apply for the anxiety that the cancer has caused. I imagine that if you survive cancer, you might be anxious about the fact that the cancer could come back, and that might be significant. So I have seen individuals who then go on to apply for depression secondary to a cancer diagnosis, and they'll get 30, 50, 70% that they weren't getting beforehand. The bottom line is that if you have erectile dysfunction or a mastectomy, the loss of use of the creative organ may only be a 0% rating, but there's special monthly compensation on top of that, plus perhaps some secondary conditions that you may not have even considered beforehand. With that said, if you have questions, you've been denied service connection for any of these conditions, give us a call. Let me see what we can do to help you out. Until next time, take care.